Good morning, everyone. StrafeCal playing some more Pokemon. Had a bit of a rough go with that last gym, but it's a Nuzlocke. It's supposed to be challenging. We need to go we might need to go a little slower, which I'm not a huge fan of. But I like the fact that we at least took risks. Um, I mean that feels like a good choice, even if we've taken a few losses here. But I don't feel like I feel like we're still going to be able to get through. Now, the next gym does not actually... We don't actually have a lot of good types to go against it. The only people we've got right now, Tristan, who has one mediocre poison move. Now, we can probably level him up to get some more, but that is kind of where we're at. So I've kind of got this roster here to try and... Well, first of all, we're going to need to fight Beatty again. And second of all, we are then going to need to hopefully level up Eric. Is going to become a steel flying eventually. Sonia actually learns a strong steel attack move, which will help against fairy types. We're leaving Salmon to get evolved because she's almost there. And then Jared I put in as a backup to swap in against Beatty, who has psychic types currently, and Micah. We have to continue getting some levels because he's getting close to evolving as well. Other possibilities here, we do have the Firestone for Nick. Jeff is pretty strong and well-rounded, so that's a good option. And we may be able to, let's see, who else was I thinking? Nick, other Nick, might be able to get something here, and Ryan, if we could evolve him, but we don't currently have a way to, are all going to be decent against fair. We do have a couple Pokemon to pick up, so my thought currently is let's beat Beatty, and then let's pick up a couple Pokemon and maybe see what we've got, and then we'll go from there. Probably do a little grinding. There's a mural in Stoincido, okay. Apparently we have story stuff now. That's okay. We also missed a bunch of items down here. Both actual items and we didn't actually visit this store here. Now, the bargain shop... Actually, probably didn't need that one because we literally just found one. You can get one item there every day, which is kind of cool. More items on the roof over here. I'm fairly sure we're actually missing some items from at least one of the other places as well. Maractus for an Impidimp. Oh! I will keep that in mind, actually. We'll see what we catch. If we don't catch something from the Impidimp line, it's the most common Pokemon in the next area, so I'm pretty confident we're going to get one, but if we don't, Grimmsnarl may be a good alternative to Maractus as well. We are allowed to do the trades as long as we caught the intended Pokemon fairly. Couple little curry tips there. Maractus. Um... There we go. Duskstone can evolve certain things. Let's wander this way quick. Like I said, there's a Pokemon we can catch down here. Well, not catch. We went back and got the fossils, but we didn't actually go talk to the fossil the scientist about getting them revived. Now, these fossils are not my favorite designs, but we're gonna go with it. Fish and Drake. So, we had a request for somebody that wanted to be a T-Rex. We can't do a T-Rex, I don't believe. I don't think we're going to be able to get one. However, we do have a fossil thing that kind of is T-Rex-ish. And it's actually a really powerful Pokemon. So we're going to grab it. It's not going to be good for the next section, but it'll be good overall. It is kind of weird looking, but it's also really good. So, this is the other Terra. Just because it's going to be confusing, there are totally 2 Terras, 2 Nicks. I think there were a couple other overlaps, or a couple that I know other people with those names who didn't volunteer, but whose names are totally showing up on here anyway. So, it amused me. Oh no, that's actually annoying. Okay, that's less annoying. I thought it was going to be a Heliolisk, which are lightning, and there's no way we're leaving Gyarados in against no way we're leaving Gyarados in against lightning types. He's pretty tanky, pretty bulky, but we're not going to risk it if we don't have to. Let's do a safety swap here. And actually... we have leftovers. This is actually pretty just silly at that point. Sonya should just be able to stomp on these things. Doesn't affect. High horsepower. One shot. I have said multiple times on here, I really like Mudsdale. It's a good Pokemon, and this is a good opportunity for us to make some good use of her. Oh, and then we get an Axew, and I really wish that this had been way earlier. These are a 1%, I think, or I don't know if it's 1%, but they're a very low chance to show up. They are a Pokemon that is very rare for it to show up. Obviously, if we could have gotten one, I would have been okay with that. Dragon types are generally really good, even if they have a fish head. Is that a... I thought I saw a Sparkle there. Yeah, 2 rare bones. Okay. And apparently he's wearing a where he is buying rare bones. So this guy will buy one rare item from you per day. And it's random what it is. And he pays like 50% over market value for them. So BD is going to use this BD's kind of crazy. Light screen. Light screen prevents physical attacks. Okay, potion. I think that's still gonna be enough. I'm not gonna swap out in between rounds here. We can leave Sonya in for a little bit, and then we'll probably swap. I'm thinking we're gonna swap Malcolm in. Pattern. I mean, honestly, we should be fine, but yeah, we'll swap Eric in. He's more likely to get one-shots here. Less risk. Less risk is good. The reason that I'm swapping is mostly... So, Malcolm has a dark move. These are all psychic-type Pokemon, so they should go down... Oh, never mind. Malcolm also has better special defense than Sonya. These are higher level Pokemon than we've been fighting, or about on par with the end of that gym. So that's kind of scary. I did not actually pay attention to what that was. But I think we'll just leave Malcolm in. Frida, okay. And I'm actually going to heal here. Fake Tears. Lowers special defense. Okay, yeah, no, we're not risking that. Sure. It's gonna do a special attack, but it's going to do... I'd rather have it hit somebody who is gonna heal at the end of the turn. Okay. Another? Yeah, I guess we keep swapping. So stat changes, like those special defense drops, only last until you switch. So as long as you're on the field, they'll stay, unlike some other status effects. So we're just gonna... Oh, crap. Okay, math is hard. Let's see. So that's gonna be 39 damage with where Guthrie is currently at. chance for... I feel like we have to take this shot. That is not what we wanted to see. Perfect. That is actually what we wanted to see. Because I can deal with a fake tears here. Because now we have every reason to swap. What level is this? 32? I'm going to assume it is going to be shooting with a powered-up Psybeam. I mean, I guess let's swap Jared in? Or do we swap back to Sonya? Let's see, where are we at on these? I guess, actually, Sonya has really good special defense. She could probably take that hit. Jared would be able to take that hit as well, but he couldn't do as much back, is my concern. Yeah, let's just go Sonya. We'll keep swapping. This is a very, now that I know it has competitive, I can't switch Gyarados back in. Okay. Down to 67 would have been 6 damage. 56 damage. That's a lot. And I don't have a special defense up here. I feel like I have to at least... Like, we've been just switching and switching and switching. Okay, perfect. We got a hit in. That's what we needed. Her special defense just got cut in half, so we are gonna swap still. But we gotta hit it. That was the goal. Fake tears. I know this is like a crazy series of exchanges. We don't have a good dark type Pokemon. We can't just have a free swap in against this Bathrita. And okay. We're gonna risk it. I think this should be safe. I was wrong. Okay. We couldn't have swapped Sam in there, but we can bring Sam in as a free move here because we lost someone. And that was not enough to kill, which is problematic. If we hadn't gotten a confusion right there, that would have been good. We could have managed, but with where we're at, oh my gosh. How do we even... We've still got one Pokemon left after this. Also, we are now screwed for the next gym. Just to be clear. Okay. We can get through this. I mathed that badly. That should have been a hyper. So the problem here is confusion. Sam could get a kill in, but we have we don't know for sure that it's going to be guaranteed because of the confusion effect. That should be fine. I don't think we can keep doing this forever. I guess my thought is that eventually it's going to use fake tears and we'll have health or something. The other side of that is eventually it's going to get a crit or something and we just lose. This is a really scary situation. I want to do this. That'll also clear the confusion. Not very effective. That only did 26. Perfect. Jared just got about 10 times better with that Earth Power. Malcolm, Sam. That was a really long fight. I'm glad we got those levels. Ponyta. I don't even know what to do against this. Like, part of me just wants to switch, like, Eric in and just see if he can do it. Part of me wants to switch Malcolm in. And just do a potion. Yeah, let's do Malcolm and just heal. That seems like the safest play at this point. He won't be confused or have any stats down. And actually he doesn't get his Intimidate off either. That's really annoying. Oh, good, it did, okay. Attack down. And I think Ponyta is at least a mixed attacker, so could be physical or special. We're gonna use a potion, back to full health, Psybeam again. Did you find an HM or something? That is a much lower attack. We can deal with that. That was ridiculous. Okay. Agility does nothing, you're already faster? That was a fight. That was a really awful fight. I'm the elite, someone who could shoulder the future of Galar. I wondered what you were up to when you borrowed the Kaparaja. How do you expect to support the champion with that kind of thinking? You reminded me of myself when I was young. Trying to destroy the mural? Part of Galar's history? Show no love towards Galar. You are not clearly worthy challenger of the gym challenge. Crazy eyes. Okay. So they're going to take the wishing stars. And Beatty is no longer going to be allowed as a challenger. Rose took Beatty on her swing, battling for the chairman's sake. I should really look up the correct pronunciation for Beatty at some point. I'm not actually sure it is Beatty at all. Like, not even a little bit. And there's our first sign of the actual legendary Pokemon. Sword and Shield. Except they were Pokemon instead of people. Neat. Also ironic because Beatty was actually right. Okay. Here it was actually two people. There really were two heroes. The shield is a Pokemon. Just faded to history. Okay. Thanks for just rubbing it in that we got those revives. Unfortunately, since this is a Nuzlocke, we do not get to use them. We're going to have to put this back in our bag, and we are going to have to say goodbye to Sonia, which is... Again, all of these are really hurting me, because these are all Pokemon that I was fully intending to use for most of the game. But that's the way the cookie crumbles. I mean, that fight took forever, and I'm not sure we would have actually had any better luck. The only reason we got in the way we did is because we lost a Pokemon. We may have been able to pull it off, but we would have just probably ended up spamming potions again. That was kind of the direction we were going. So, thank you, Sonia, for your sacrifice. We appreciate you. And you will be added back to the roster at the bottom, so if we run out of volunteers, we will make sure to get you a new Pokemon. Okay, and given how long this video's been going, I'm gonna poke my head into the next area. We're not gonna go through it. We're just gonna poke our head in and see if we can get... Isn't that an Impidimp right there? Or a Morgrim or whatever? It is an Impidimp. Okay. Perfect. Let's see. I guess we'll use a Spark here. That worked out really well. Let's try a Great Ball first. Okay. At least we caught that. So this next area, we are clearly in need of a bit more XP. I've said already I didn't want to sit and grind, but you got to do what you got to do. Impidimp is going to be Sarah, and we will send Sarah. I think. And we'll send to Box for now. We're gonna need to do a little bit of brainstorming here. Maybe, like I said, we're gonna have to do a little bit of leveling, a little bit of maybe figuring out how to get something that can actually do some super effective attacks against Agatha, the next gym leader. She's very... She has it's the fairy gym, so that's poison or steel. We don't have a lot of good... We don't have any steel types currently, and we only have one poison type currently. So we kind of have to figure out what else we have available that gets moves related to those. Like, Malcolm isn't going to be able to help much here. Unfortunately, Dragon is weak to Fairy. I guess... Oh, Fighting is weak to Fairy also. Dragon is weak to Fairy. You're seeing the problem, hopefully. We may just have to rely on some of our existing ones, or just the fact that we have some fairly strong Pokemon in general. Like our starter, or if we can get Micah up, we could bring Malcolm in. He's not actually weak to them. He just doesn't have any moves that are good against, like, super effective against them either. We could potentially bring Terra in since she's got a pretty good special defense if we have problems on that front. But I think for now I'm going to just start with this group and see what happens as we level up. Well, that will be a problem for next time. So, hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.